what's up guys? Dr. Dan back here. We got Big Sean in the house. Big Sean's first YouTube appearance here. And Sean's got some right shoulder tension in the CT junction in the upper thoracic spine, like T1 to 5. Let's just raise this guy up. Sean's very mobile, strong athlete. But we can feel, let's do left side again. We're just checking his shoulder range of motion. See how this side stays soft here? The trap stays soft, back down. Right side up, a little better, but set it down now, like that. There you go. So you see how that, down a little bit right there. Okay, now push into my hand here. Stop. Set this down a little baby bit, right there, push right there. So we want to get some power out of this position, this low, depressed lat position. You see how that guy feels there? Mm-hmm. Put him down, raise this side up, press down into my hand. That's pretty good right there. Mm-hmm. A little different, right? Yeah. So we're working on his posterior chain in his upper body, his tricep, his posterior delt, and he's got some really good strength on the left arm. Neck stays nice and relaxed. Relax that down. But on the right side, when we raise the arm up, the trap tightens up a little bit. Now press. And a little shaky on this side if you can see that in the camera. So we're going to take belly breath in. As you exhale, press into my hand here. And we're just doing some isometric strengthening of the posterior chain. Inhale deep, exhale, press. Before we even get into his treatment, this is going to be at-home exercise for him if we want to develop better overhead posture, better overhead strength in the lats, in the upper torso, in overhead presses, snatches. See how that feels like that? A little different. Take a break. Let's do left side. Now we are going to press forward. Okay? Press forward. All right, so that's perfect. Breath in, breath out, press and hold. Breath in, breath out, press and hold. That side's pretty good right there. Okay? Right arm up. Now set this lower. Press gently first. There we go. Breath in deep. Exhale, press. Inhale deep. Exhale, press. Do you see how on this side? Keep it engaged as you breathe in. There you go. Exhale deep. Relax down. Left arm up. Okay. Press forward. Exhale, press, hold. Try not to lessen up. Inhale deep. See how you can breathe comfortably and keep this side engaged. Exhale deep. So Sean, every time he's breathing, this right arm, the right lat down, press forward. Exhale, hold. Inhale. There we go. Just clicked right into joint. Exhale out. Inhale deep. Exhale deep. There's that nice, strong. See how that feels now? Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Back down. Okay. So before we even get into treatment, we just actually released some pretty good tension in the right scapula area, the right mid-thoracic spine, upper thoracic spine that was balled up. Sean primarily has some left knee, leg, and low back. Pain, tension, what would you call it, man?
Just discomfort. Constant.
Constant in the low back.
Mm-hmm.
Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And all right, so here's the thing we always work on, right? You've heard it in other videos. 1 muscle work, 2 adjustments, 3 rehab, and some strengthening exercises to build good neuromuscular strength, brain to body, brain to muscle strength. Look down for me. And left, and up, and down, and left, and up, and down. And neck really feels pretty good overall. Just a little baby bit, he feels this thing right here, which not bad at all. Sean uses, works out super frequently. So many people that are doing exercise overhead press with their neck and their upper traps. And Sean really uses his lats really well. He keeps his neck chilled out for the most part. Down. But again, just general life and stress sometimes and exercise sometimes cause a little baby bit of tension to develop. in the upper cervical spine, or the mid or the lower. In Sean's case, it's up around like C2, C3. Look down for me. And so we're just doing a little myofascial release on the right neck. We're going to hit the right shoulder as well. You'll see how we do some hands-on to the right neck, right shoulder to help loosen up some of the connective tissue around the scapula. Boom, up, down. Good. And then we're going to take a look at his knees and his lower back as well, okay? Good stuff. We are going to hit this right infraspinatus, the right rotator cuff, which is just a little junked up. Left side's okay, right? Maybe like a little sore, but definitely there's some stuff over on the right infraspinatus, which is going to cause, maybe not today, shoulder pain, but he feels there is a little gremlin in there, a little muscle inflammation that ultimately long term, if it stays in there, can decrease shoulder range of motion, cause more pain, radiating out into the rotator cuff area. If this infraspinatus muscle stays tight for a long period of time, it can actually cause like rotator cuff tears and not so much good stuff in the shoulder. So, hypervolt to the infraspinatus. Put your hand across your body over here like that. Just press down gently. Try to fill that up into the tricep. Press that hand down, and then try to get the front of that lat right there. Do you see how that feels like that? And what we're doing is a little lat activation to help take a little bit of the pressure, a little bit of the strain out of the rotator cuff, out of the infraspinatus that we're working on here. And now we're going to go here, okay? And then just some other key points we're looking at. Just general tension up in the lateral cervical spine area. So a little hypervolt action. His scapula is right here. Okay, that's his shoulder, basically his shoulder bone. There's a whole bunch of different muscles that attach to the scapula. A lot of people have scapular dyskinesis or issues moving and rotating their scapula. I have a little bit from breaking my right collarbone, and I've been working on it for a long time to free up connective tissue down in the front of the shoulder, and that's accumulated around the scapula. Whole body vibration, hypervolt, hypervibe, great ways to improve the health of the muscles. Good. Relax. Now do left hand press over there and press down, and then stretch neck this way. Just get that lat. All right, so we're checking Sean's hip flexion. I like to go through 3 positions: knee to shoulder, knee to sternum, and knee to opposite shoulder. Okay, and we want the hip, when we flex the hip up like this, we don't want the hip to grind on the front or the anterior surface, which so many people have front chain dominance, and then we get this pinch up in the front of the hip. Okay. And so when we talk about posterior chain strength, that would be like the hamstring and the glute. We want the glute and the hamstring to pull the hip and centrate it, so when we flex the hip, it stays in the socket pretty well, right? And it's always staying in the socket, it just doesn't migrate anteriorly or frontwards. Here's okay, here's a little tight, here's a little more tight, okay? Bend here. And again, pretty good in the same side to shoulder, a little tighter actually on the right side. And then we're just going to kind of play right through this range of motion right here. And you can see we can get some pretty good elasticity up here, and then it kind of locks up midways and over to the opposite shoulder. So what I would like to work on, what we like to work on with our athletes and anybody really, is working to get the knee to the chest in all 3 of these positions, or close to all 3 of these positions. So Sean, we're going to start on the right side, and we're going to press into my hand with your knee first. Push, push, push. As you press through the knee, I want you to squeeze your butt cheek if you can, and then relax. And then push and squeeze that right butt cheek. stop. And we're just doing push, a little bit of stretching, and stop to help get his hip to loosen out. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we're going to press up through the foot. So straighten your knee, press up through your foot. Okay? Good. See how that feels like that? So go ahead, push up, keep going up, right to there. That's what I want you to feel right there. And I want you to feel how this starts to shake here. Do you see how this feels like this? So this is what I like to call like faulty, like just faulty wiring. Go ahead and press. And this isn't too bad, but there's a little shake here. We don't want to have this neuromuscular shake, okay? Because that's where we start to see that like the nervous system is just unsure about this line. Let's go over here. Press up, straighten the knee. And then again over here, press up through the foot. And then this is where stuff really gets interesting, right? Press up and stop. Now we're going to get right into the front of that hip. Push up right through here. And exhale and stop. Good. Press up through the foot. And stop. And this doesn't hurt your knee, right? Push up through foot. And stop. So in that rocking position we covered on that one appointment a while ago, you're going to want to work on, and we'll cover it at the end of the appointment here, you're going to want to work on pressing. Push up through the foot. Okay. And stop. Push up through your foot. I actually also want you to try to open your toes up into my hand like that. Do you see how that feels like that? Stop. Push up through the foot. And what do you feel on this left leg? Let's check that right leg again. Bend up here.
So on the left one, I start to feel a lot of pain in actually the knee joint.
A little pain in the knee joint?
Interior knee, yeah.
Press into my hand here. How's this feel strength-wise to you?
Solid.
Solid?
Yeah.
Open your toes up. Okay, so you see how that may be just a little more challenging when we try to press through the toes. So we're building long muscle and tendon strength when we do this stop. Okay, and kind of learning how to press through the toes like this. This is going to be a really good strength building exercise that we're going to teach you how to do in a different position. Now let's go right here. Gently straighten the knee for me. And then do you feel like strong still?
It feels better now, yeah.
Okay, but not as strong as the right
No.
leg. Definitely not as strong as the right leg. You see how there's like even a little more aggressive shake here?
Yeah.
Stop for me. Okay, so what we're doing is activating his front chain and then push. And then we're actually stretching out the front chain. Now we need a lot of strength right here. So breathe in deep and exhale, straighten your knee for me. Hold. Inhale deep. Exhale, push through the foot, not through the knee. Good. See the difference there? Inhale deep. Exhale, push through the foot. And stop. Relax everything. Okay. Good. Now we're going to go right here. Push through the foot gently. Okay, now does that hurt the knee at all?
No.
Not too bad. Good. Press through the foot a little harder. Press through the foot a little harder. Exhale, press. Good. And we're actually working to centrate his hip or get it back right there, man. Can you squeeze your left butt cheek while you do this? There. And relax for me. Boom. Okay. All right. Right here. Press up through the foot. So you see how we want to build strength right in this deep hip flexion position. Exhale, press through the foot, so straighten the knee. Inhale deep. Exhale, press through the foot. And stop. Good. Okay, push through the foot right here. A little harder.
That's where I'm
Nice
getting
pain
it.
right there,
Yeah.
so let's back off a little bit. Press through here. Is that okay right there? That's a little different. Try to open the toes up into my hand. Big toe especially. Pain?
I just had to reset.
Okay. Push right through, straighten the knee. There you go, like that. Okay, feel big toe strength here? Let's check the right side. This is a little bit different than just typical chiropractic. What we're getting into, some muscle reactivation, straighten the knee, push through the big toe. See how that side feels like this? Relax for me. press through the toes. And what I'm having him do, and pull the foot. Yep. So we need to build some ankle strength in Sean here to loosen his hips up actually. Stop. Push. Straighten the knee through the foot. Does that burn in the top of the foot?
A
little bit. And stop. Okay, relax there. Let's do this side again. Hold right here. Press up. Good. Okay, now relax the toes. Just press through the ankle and the foot. Okay, that's a little better already.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. Push through the foot. Stop. Push through the foot. Push, push, push. And stop. Okay. All right. All right, so what we're doing here, some anterior chain strength, working on his quad, his leg extension through the knees, checking out his plantar flexion. Let's go face down for me, okay? And then, all right, so we're doing a little myofascial release up the thoracic spine around the scapular border, getting into some of the connective tissue and the associated musculature right around this right shoulder. Let that thing hang. And I just want you to breathe in deeply to belly. And Sean's a perfect diaphragm breather. Again, you might saw in our other video, take a deep breath in. Sean's got these beautiful big oblique muscles, posterior oblique and QL muscles. And he's filling those guys up wonderfully. Not a chest breather. Don't ever be a chest breather. But what we're working on here for this right shoulder to get his lat to fire up a little bit better is just a little myofascial treatment around his right scapula. Right there, he feels a deep inhale, deep exhale. We're going to elongate that thing right there. Deep inhale and exhale. Deep inhale and exhale. Just like that. Good. And out. Good. Okay. Heel to butt. Good. And heel to butt. Good. So that movement as well. Let's push, straighten your knee through your toes. Like that. That feels okay here?
Mm-hmm.
Knee pain or no knee pain?
Mm-hmm.
Relax down, bend up here, push through. How's this side feel?
Stronger.
Stronger. Stop. Push. Stop. Good. Push through the toes here. Straighten the knee right there. Feel that way deep up into the quad and the hip, correct? Mm-hmm. Stop for me. Good. All right, so left leg has some weakness. We're going to see if we can get it back online. Push through the foot. Do you have any back pain? Do you have any hip pain? Do you feel anything just weaker on this side?
Yeah, and weakness mainly through this left knee.
Through the pain. Do you have pain in the knee?
No pain, just
okay.
Weak on the interior.
Push through here, a little less.
Stronger.
Okay. We're going to turn this out. Press through here, right here. Breathe in, breathe out, and press. And breathe in, and breathe out, and press. And stop. Let's go right here. Can you press right through here? I want you to twist this in a little bit more like that. Exhale, press. Try to open your toes up into my hand. Good. Inhale deep. Exhale, press. A little weak right here, right?
And that's why I'm starting to feel discomfort.
In the front of the knee?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're going to do a little low back work today. And then again, what we're checking for in the low back, just nice easy breathing, Sean, is any kind of, we call it gnarliness, just muscle tension that might be restricting low back, lumbar spine vertebrae. Right side feels pretty clean. There's a little nodule right there. Is that tender at all, or is that okay?
A little bit. It's okay.
But definitely on the left side is where he's got just a little bit more tension. And out. And again, we've got no tissue friction here. We're using this Sombra lotion, and this is helping me to get down into his paraspinal muscles, his multifidi, even deep down against the spine. Some people have like lower back pain. Sean has maybe a little bit. Do you feel like right in there? Is that tender? A little sore?
Oh, yeah.
So there's definitely some congestion or some muscle tension, some stuff that's tight in the lower back that ultimately is going to restrict and impair or imbalance his hip movement and even down into his knee. Push into my hand right here now. Okay. Now he's going to have some rehab on this left leg to do. See how this feels? Mm-hmm. So we're going to teach you how to recreate this at home so you can build stamina. Mm-hmm. Right, which is going to be kind of constant pressure. Breathe in, breathe out, kind of constant pressure, and then also strength. Exhale, press. Good, relax down for me. Can you press right through here? Is that knee okay?
Yeah.
Press a little bit. Exhale, press a little bit. Inhale deep. Exhale, press. Let's back off that little baby bit. To sit, to stay kind of like locked in almost. Part of that has to do with this tension in the lower back right through here.
Right.
Definitely on this lower left side, right in that low back. Feel that thing right in there, man?
Oh, yeah.
All right, this leg up. Now what you're going to do at home, we're going to put you in a power position. Push through the foot, correct. Okay, see how that feels right there. And stop. Bend up here. Push through this foot. And this side, oh, there it goes, stop. Okay, heel out a little bit. We always talk about heel out, toes in. Hold right here, press gently. Oh, okay, now we got it every time. So just from loosening up this lower back, it actually helped relieve some like the pressure, tension in the knee. Push into my hand here for me. Heel out a little bit, like that. Breathe in, breathe out, and press. And really we're just balancing. We're just balancing his body out, his skeletal structure. The low back gets crooked, the hip gets crooked, the foot gets crooked. Breath in, breath out, push. Breath in, breath out, push. Good, take a break. That's fatiguing though, huh? Bend up here. See how this heel feels? We'll say this is 0. This is about 90 degrees of internal rotation. This is 0. This is less than 90 degrees. Can you feel the difference here? So his knee's under some pretty extreme tension or torsion. Push into my hand right here. Stop. Push right here. Stop. Push. And stop. And push. And stop. Good. Relax for me. Whew. All right, that's a workout, man. All right, time for the adjustment.
Yep.
All right, now Sean also has some SI joint. You feel the right side's okay, but you feel how the left side's a little junked up right in here. So we got to give him some homework to work on. We're going to do that off camera to help balance his pelvis out, which is going to help his knee pain, which is going to help his low back pain. Put your arms down on the ground for me. Take deep inhale. Exhale out. We're going to hit that mid, good, thoracic spine. One more inhale. Good. Beautiful. In and out. Good. In and out. Good, man. Hey, that was like butter up top there, huh? All right, face over here, left side up for me. Hand here, breath in, exhale out, good. One more little bit, good. Other side for me. And again, adjustments help loosen things up. Sometimes people are real tight. We gotta do muscle work. We gotta adjust them repetitively. We gotta teach them how to stretch. Exhale out, good, good. Flattening your back to get things nice and loose. Bottom leg, both legs straight like this. Open the toes up. Okay. Relax. Open the toes up. Relax. Let's see this foot. Open the toes up. So we're going to start working on some foot strength with you. Bend this knee up. Put your hands at your side. Right there. And then we got to get foot straight. Push up. Good. Relax. Foot straight. Pain here?
Very little.
Stop. Okay, so we want to work the next couple weeks at getting this hip. Push up. That's strong now though.
Yeah.
You alright?
Yeah, much more.
Stop. Okay. Now you got to build that strength at home. That end range knee extension strength. Push into my hand here, which is a little better on the right side. Still stop for me. And that's going to help these hips to get a little looser. Bend knees up. Squeeze together for me. Squeeze knees together. Good. Boom. Relax for me. Okay. All right. Let's do neck. Put hands on thighs for me. And then Sean's neck felt really good. Kind of really loose all over the place. He's got a little bit of issue on the left. Relax. Good. And a little bit on the right. Shoulder down. Good. All right. Sit up tall, man. We did neck adjustment. We did a little bit of right shoulder muscle activation to the lat, the posterior chain up here. We did some low back work in his lumbar spine. He had some left, and actually if you come around here and look, and Sean's got tons of muscle back here, but we do see how he's got a little curvature in the thoracolumbar junction right here, and then also how his spine kind of curves over to the left right here. So this is where a lot of low back muscle tension in the left side kind of disrupts the pelvis and then starts to imbalance the muscles in the lower extremity, the left leg, the right leg. So we are working on balancing out his low back, creating some symmetry through his spine so that he doesn't feel that muscle imbalance. All right, guys, we'll see you on future videos here. Sean, thanks for the video. YouTube power. If you guys have any awesome comments, put them down below. We'll see you on future videos.